Welcome back, BahnForge family. We're back here today. Today we're going to be doing our front brakes for a 2023 BMW X1 U11. So let me just jump right into it. First thing I like to do, since I'm on a bit of a slope, I like to put a chock on my rear wheel on the opposite side that I'm working. So we're working on this side, I'm going to put the chock on the other back rear side. Now we're going to go ahead and pump it up. And I always like to put a little jack stand just in case the hydraulic were to fail. Hopefully it never does, but if it ever did, it'll land on the jack stand. Now, if you have, or if you don't have one of these tools, you should loosen this up before you jack it up. Loosen up the lugs, I mean. But this will pop it right off if you have one of these. You don't need to do that. Another thing is I turn the wheel this way to make it easy to basically access all the screws on the back of the calipers. You'll see now. Now before anything, you do want to open up your brake fluid reservoir just to let the pressure out when we push in the piston of the caliper. You'll see what I mean, but let's start by taking the top off. All right, just gotta take this off here. Easy peasy. Let's put it there. And you just gotta open this guy all the way back there. Just open it up. Just like that. Now, if you have this brake caliper cover, these steps are for you. If you don't have that, I have a timestamp below that just skips this. So go ahead and go to the next step. Let's get started on this. So this is pretty easy. I just want to pop this thing off right here like that. That's it. And now this just comes right off. Pretty easy. Put this to the side. All right, so the first things you want to do is take these two suckers off right there. I'm using a 13. Let's get to it. I do use some needle nose pressure pliers to hold this screw in because it spins otherwise, so something needs to hold it in place. Right there. Now, my OEM brake kit does come with these brand new, so you can throw these away if you got the OEM brake kit, because it should come with it. Now you got your screws off, go ahead and get your caliper hanger ready. Take it off, hang that sucker like so. Let's see here. Right on your springs, that's good enough. Just to keep it out of the way while we work on the rest of it. Okay, so now we're gonna work on taking these two screws off. Pretty easy, same thing, no real difference. And now we take this part off right here with the brakes and all. Let's work on this. All right, so we're gonna take everything apart, clean it up a little bit, and then put the new brake pads on there. I always like to match everything first before I get too messy here. So this one is this one. So I put this right there. And this rear one is this one with the chrome piece on it. So I'll put that right back there. This is the old one. Let's take this sucker out. Garbage. All right, so there you go. These are gonna go here once I finish up. So we gotta take all these clips off. And again, I like to kind of organize the clips before I take everything off. So I'll find the matching clip. This happens to be that right there. Perfect. That happens to be that. Oh, there you go. That came out just perfect. That goes there, and that goes there. And now we can go ahead and take off the clips. These guys are a little tricky. I like to use a little flathead screwdriver to help me take them out. Now get your little wire brush here. Any wire brush you have is fine. And clean inside here where these little clips are coming into contact. The whole thing, everything in there. Like so. Oh, well, let's not make a mess of these new ones. Could do it here then. All right, so that's pretty clean. You can see it's pretty nice and clean inside. And now let's put the clips back on. These suckers right here. Now, I like to put, these are the trickiest parts of the clip, the side ones here. So you gotta kind of finagle it around until you get it in there. Sometimes I use the flathead a little bit to help it kind of get in there. And I also like to tap it in with the back part of the screwdriver. There we go. Suckers are tricky. Nice and tight. All right, so now they're all in there nice and tight. Now you want to go ahead and put a little bit of this ceramic brake parts lubricant. You don't want to overdo it, just to lubricate it basically. So right on top of the clips, right here, this whole part right there, the inside of course. There we go, right in there. Put that on all of them. And that's it, easy peasy. Now let's go ahead and put our brake pads in. This is the front one here. You just gotta slide it in right through here like this. Right there, so once it's in the front there, then you just kind of have to push it in here. Just like that. There we go, nice. Now let's do the rear one. Same thing here. There we go. There we go. It should have a little bit of a bounce, like so. See, it should kind of bounce in there, both of them. It's normal. And now let's get back to the rest of it. Now, my brake sensor was missing. I don't exactly remember what happened to it, but here's a new one. So this is only necessary for the front driver side. You don't need this for the other side. So basically, you don't need it for the passenger side. So I'm gonna show you how to install it. Taking off the one you have there is basically the same thing, just in reverse. So let me just show you how to install it first. So you take this sucker out right here. There's a little clip right back there, right in here. Once you take that off, you will see in here, right in there, this little clip, that one right there. That's where you connect your brake sensor to, and you attach it to this little box here. So there it is. That's what it looks like when it's installed. Nice and tight in there. And now this little rubber piece goes in this little metal kind of rubber piece holder right in there, just like that. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Okay. And then this rubber piece right here, this is gonna clip into this right over here, like so. Just like that. And that's basically it for the sensor. Then we're gonna install this a little bit later. Okay, so now comes the time to push back the piston here, and we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning as well. The part you wanna clean is basically the back side of this here, so right here. That makes contact with the brake pads, so you wanna make sure it's nice and clean. Alrighty, now we're gonna push back this piston with your piston pushback tool, whatever it's called. Once you feel like a stop right there, basically, I'm not gonna go harder than that. That's good enough right there. And you can just remove your tool. Now we're gonna go ahead and hang it again for a second while we put the other part on. All right, so we got this ready to go. Let's put this guy back in, right there. Get your original screws. I'm just doing it by hand for now. There we go. Now these bolts are set to 140 nanometers or 103 foot-pounds of torque. So get yourself a good torque wrench and set it up to 140 nanometers. Let's do that now. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we can get this part here. Let's get this ready. Should slide right on pretty easily. There we go. And get your new bolts that came with the kit, the brake kit, brake pad kit. Now here you're going to have to set your torque wrench to 30 nanometers or 22 foot-pounds of torque. I'm adjusting it now. Okay, now we're going to get it to the right torque. Right there. Right there. All right, guys, forgive me. This is actually upside down. So let's take this sucker back out. Right here. Just put it underneath like this and put it back in. Easy as pie. Now we're gonna put this guy in here. This kind of bulbous part should be basically facing outwards like this. All right, so you do have to be careful with this. These are kind of fragile. So basically you want to kind of turn it in like this and then just kind of push it in like so. It is kind of hard to push in, so I'll use little pliers here. There we go. All right, so there. It's nice and snug in there. Don't want to mess with this too much. Like I said, it's pretty fragile. So you're basically done here. Now we just want to close this back up. And that's it. You're finished. Now we just got to get the caliper cover back on if you have it. If you don't, just put your wheel back on and you're done. Now this is the part for the people who have the caliper cover. Go ahead and clean up the connection a little bit here. Just there a little bit. This piece. Now let's put this sucker back on. Like so. Our wheel back on, and we're basically done. All right, so one last step you don't want to forget. Put your brake fluid cap back on. Remove your jack stand. Now you could go ahead and drop her. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I know it was a bit of a dirty job, but it's definitely worth the money that you're saving. I spent a lot less than 200 bucks. You go to the dealer, it's gonna be 800, 1200 bucks depending on where you go. So this saves a ton of money, gets you a little bit dirty. You spend an hour or two playing around with your car. Save yourself some money, get to it. Just do me one quick favor, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Every subscription and every like helps. Really appreciate it, y'all. Have a great day, guys.